What is so different about how you guys play at home compared to on the road? Like, you guys play well on the road, but you dominate teams here.
I don't know. I feel like we just have good mojo here. Maybe we get our matchups on the line changes. I don't know, but it's fun. We buzz here.
How easy does this team make it for you when they put on a performance like that?
I mean, pretty darn easy. You still have to make a couple saves, but the quantity and volume are a lot lower than, a lot of other places that ask a lot of you. So they make my life pretty darn easy.
The Panthers coming off the back-to-back, their momentum was a little bit kind of lax coming into the game tonight. Was that just a little bit easier for you to get engaged and stay engaged?
I mean, yeah, it's always tough playing back-to-backs, as you know, from when we do it on the road. But I still think, we had a pretty busy road trip there ourselves, and guys have been run down. So I would say we weren't necessarily full of juice, but we did a heck of a job pushing today, and it was fun to watch.
I was going to ask you about that, just given what happened to Wedgwood last time you guys were here. You played a lot on the road. You get the one game off, but you've just kind of been in a rhythm, more so than a month ago. Like, how are you feeling right now?
Pretty good. I mean, it's still like every goalie, every game, you ask them, how they're doing. They'll always be like, good, or, there's stuff I need to work on. Everybody needs to work on stuff, but overall, I like where my game's at. Obviously, want to clean a few things up, but trending.
A lot of the guys in the locker room talk about treating each game the same, treating each opponent as a dangerous opponent. Does this one feel kind of nicer knowing that, they're the reigning Stanley Cup champs?
Well, obviously, we know they're dealing with a lot right now with injuries, and, it's not necessarily what you're going to get come June. So it's always nice to beat a team like that, but, we know that the best of the best is yet to come. So they still have a lot more that's waiting kind of on the IR and, when they get rolling. So, but yeah, it's nice tonight.
Thank you.
Nice play.
Good. Yeah. I mean, 3 weeks felt like a pretty long time, and it was a big game for us, and I thought everyone played well, and big win.
When did you see Lucky just creeping up, getting open for that breakaway?
Honestly, Taser, I wasn't really expecting to get it, but Taser gave me the puck and kind of just peeked my head up, and Lucky was wide open, so hell of a finish by him, and surprised he was that open.
10 games coming back from a 10-game stretch. How are you feeling? Just kind of after everything, you feel like you're kind of finding your game pretty well in your first game back?
Yeah, good. I thought first period was, obviously the pace was pretty high and both teams were pretty fired up, and but after that I feel like coming in the second period kind of settled in a little more and was more myself, and obviously the guys help out with that. We got a pretty good hockey team, and just fun to compete with these guys, and that was a big win. When
you miss 10 games like that, what do you kind of see from sitting and just being able to observe this team?
Yeah, I mean, first of all, I think you see how good players are from afar. It's pretty impressive, and they've helped me so much come in here and just be myself and be able to play my game. And but yeah, I think you learn a lot from watching the games from above. You just, I don't know, different teams, different players, you see different plays develop, and at the end of the day, I do think it helps, but I think getting the reps on the ice is the most important.
When you passed the concussion protocol from the first injury earlier in the year, I ran into you on the elevator, and the first thing you yelled, "I passed," and then you missed 10 games. What was your mindset entering this game? The same energy. You just came out and had a great game.
Yeah, I don't know. I think when you're healthy, and I feel like Nashville was kind of the target, and I felt good today, and was pretty jacked up to play, and big game, like I said, and just wanted to get back in there and help the team out in any way I can.
Sometimes it takes a little bit of time to kind of get your legs back, and when you're coming back from injury, coach was pretty confident that you were going to pretty much kill it tonight in this game, and is that more pressure on you coming back in?
Yeah, I don't know. I think at the end of the day, it's still hockey, and injuries happen. Injuries happen all over the league, and guys get hurt. But I think the response is the biggest thing, and trying to get back to your game as quick as you can. I mean, sometimes it doesn't come as fast to tonight, like producing like that. But yeah, still a lot of work to do and a lot to improve on, and yeah, just keep going from here.
Last couple for Gavin. I know the injured guys always work with Mike Popovich while they're out. What are the kind of the things he works with you to make sure that you are ready to hit the ground running when you come back?
Yeah, I mean, he touched on everything. He's obviously a really well-rounded skills coach and really good at his job. And I feel like it's just a comfortability thing of what you want to work on and things that he'll mix in with you, and just stuff to get you healthy and get you ready to play.
Brent said he thought it was the haircut that led to the production tonight.
Yeah, I don't know. Kel's chirped me pretty good the other day about my hair, so yeah, I had to get it cut. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens from now on, but maybe, I don't know. Yeah, we'll see.
Works for you tonight.
Yeah.
Thank you, Gavin.
Thanks, Gavin.
Congrats.
Or what do you cherish the most about it 30 years later?
Yeah, I think it's when it's happening, when you're in the middle of it, you don't quite appreciate it as much as you should, and then it's gone. So you kind of get to relive it now, and we take the time to, chat a little bit about it and get up and wake up early and grab a coffee and look who's in the lobby and talk about the old days. That's what we've done the last few days, so it's great.
They're putting on a show for you. Has this team got Stanley Cup championship talent?
Absolutely. Yeah, I think I love watching them play. They're exciting. I think they got all the pieces. It's still, a lot of games left, but they need to figure out their power play.
Look at the hockey guy.
Yeah, you gotta. The power play's got to be clicking in order to win. But aside from that, they're great and they're fun to watch.
I guess it's said that if it's a true brotherhood or it's true friends, 30 years can go by and you get together and it's like you.
It's like old days. It's just like never missed a beat. And last night was like really special. We got to. It's just like being in the locker room again and jabbing each other and talking about each other's, past and stories, and it was great.
That's what I really want to know. How long does it take for friends to jab each other?
It takes like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
It's like we're so comfortable with each other. We know each other so well. So
We're just talking about kind of how the game's changed over the years.
Yeah, of course. And we think we're better. No, we're just kidding. We the game's changed. It's not as physical as it was, but to counter that physicality they got so much more skills. So we appreciate the game. We appreciate their skills and everything they bring.
Is it true the older you get, the better you work?
Not really. I'm definitely not one of those guys. I think that I appreciate what the kids bring. I think the game is cleaner, less, all-out brawls like we had in the old days. I think they're going to live a healthier life. We want them to be healthy when they retire and live long lives. And the game is leading them in that direction, which is healthy. We're getting the best players from around the world, so it's really good.
When you've got the cup sitting there right in front of you, I mean, how vivid is that memory for you guys, just like lifting the cup, celebrating that?
Yeah, it's always great to be around the Stanley Cup. I was fortunate, I got to do it 4 times, and I 4 days with the cup myself and taking pictures and enjoying it with my family, and to be here, and it's exciting. And, for us, it's about being downstairs in the locker room, hanging around the young guys this morning and talking hockey and analyzing a little bit tonight their game, what they do great, what they need to work on, and we hope we bring them good luck and inspire them to win another cup.
When you got traded here early in that season, did you ever in a million years imagine Patrick Wall would be here a couple months later?
That I didn't see coming, and that was a pleasant surprise. Definitely a gift from Montreal, and but I knew this team had, mostly everything that it needed. I didn't know the team as well as I got to know it by Christmas. I felt, and especially once we landed Patrick, I felt that we had all the pieces and we're going to be as good as anybody, and we had a great chance to win it all.
That's what I wanted to ask you. I mean, you won championships before you got here. is there a feeling? I mean, the playoffs, anything can happen. Right?
Yeah.
You and I both know. But is there a feeling in the room at some point during the season, with a championship group that knows, hey, anything is possible, and why not us?
Yeah, and I think the teams that have won, once you've won as a group, and if you haven't won as a group, if you have 4 or 5 guys, or at least, a few guys that have been there, it becomes contagious, and it builds up. They talked a lot about last night. When did you know? When did you know?
Right.
And what was the hardest to me wasn't the second round. The first round's the hardest. When you haven't won, you got to start somewhere. So you got to build up, and that's what happens. It becomes contagious. You start with the first round. You start building on every win. You get your first round under your belt. You're a better team. You feel more confident. You get into second round. You can't look past. You just got to go round by round, game by game. And this team knows what it takes, and they got players, quite a few of them, that were on the 22 Cup, and I think it could be the 26 Cup.
Okay. Which of you guys have aged the best?
Oh my God, that's not for me to say. I don't know. We all have our bruises, and some of us losing hair, hair going white. But I think the guys that are hanging out in the sun get to hide a little bit better.
Yeah.
So the guys that are living in Florida like I am, we get to hide the scars a little bit better. Yeah.
More guys, please.
Claude, when you get to be this age, you're going to lose some teammates. Does it hit harder when you hear the news of teammates passing?
Yeah. Well, it's just the reality of life. I was cleaning out my contact list on the way here, and deleting guys that have passed, and that's reality. It's going to happen. We don't know how many more years we have. Hopefully we got another 30 or 40 or who knows. I have great genetics in my family, and Grandma lived till 100 and her dad till 99. But it's very difficult, and especially with Chris and passing at such young age, and a few other teammates that are not doing well. So we have to count our blessing, be grateful for the days that we have, and enjoy and appreciate those times when we get together.
In that series against Detroit, obviously everything that unfolded and how the rivalry started, how intense were those games in that moment?
It was as intense as anything I lived prior to that series, and then the years to follow. So I think it built up one of the greatest rivalries of all time, and it was great.
Thank you so much.